right, here we are at Irondale High School getting set for a great night of high school basketball. It was a great day and we hope to cap it off with an intense night of basketball. And if it's anything like the last time these two teams played, it will be a great game. The last time these two teams played, it came down to the wire. Irondale ultimately won 58-56, but it was with a buzzer-beating shot. And so you know Roseville's coming out for revenge. But Irondale also has a lot to play for. If you look at the standings, it's jam-packed in the middle there. You have Stillwater, Roseville, Mounsey, and Irondale all with a 6-7 conference record. So good evening, everyone. I am your announcer, Alex Susko, here with 9 North Sports, and we're about to get set with the tip-off. And I think it's important that Irondale especially comes out with a lot of energy early on. Obviously, you know Roseville is looking for revenge. They're going to come out and play effectively early on. Irondale needs to match that. As we get set here, it's Roseville that picks it up. Down in the post, they kick it out, three-point shot from Dion, misses, it's rebounded and put back in by Marcus Cross. On the other end, kick back out. Irondale resetting their offense. Back to the top. Thought about the three, driving inside. It's not there. Kicks it inside. And that's Broussard. So good start for Irondale, matching Roseville on their first offensive possession. Pass inside to Dion. He scores for Roseville. Irondale now with a chance to respond. Working it around the perimeter. Into Cramble. Cramble, his first shot is off. Cam Cramble, a big story recently was that he moved into second place all time for Irondale in rebounding. And so a big accomplishment there for Cam. And he's also looking, as you see a three there from Micah Wiskus. Cam Cramble is also looking to cross 1,000 points coming up soon here. And so good start for Roseville, already 7-2, shooting efficiently. Irondale has got to keep their composure. A big thing is going to be turnovers. You don't want to turn the ball over. In previous seasons, that's been a big problem for Irondale basketball teams, is the amount of turnovers they have and the points they give up on those turnovers. So they got to limit those, as we see Broussard going to the line for 2 shots. And the first free throw is no good. Broussard with that first bucket for Irondale. And he can't make the second either, so goose eggs from the line there, and now Roseville has a chance to expand their lead. Driving inside, mid-range shot from Wiskus, gets the friendly roll. So a couple nice shots from Wiskus early on, and Roseville is starting out really hot. Irondale's got to lock up on their defense here, but they've also got to find a place to score. And a great drive inside, could not finish the layup. And Roseville's going the other way. Open three for Wiskus, he can't hit it there. So fortunate for Irondale that that was a miss. And another missed shot in the lane, this time from Cramble. A fight for the board, it comes to Cramble, and it's ultimately thrown out. It'll go Roseville's way. So tough start to Irondale. They've had a couple shots just rim out, unlucky, but Roseville's offense has been on point. Roseville now working the ball around. There's an open look, didn't want it. They pass it inside. He'll take that look and he'll knock it down for his first points. That's Carter Bloomquist. Irondale's got to get something going here on the offensive end. I think you work it in through Cramble. As you see a three there, that's missed. And 11-2, things could get ugly very quickly here for Irondale as they call it travel. So a turnover for Roseville. Lucky break there, as that would have been a trip straight to the basket. But I think Irondale should look to go into Cramble and Broussard. That's where the source of their offense have been the entire season. Cameron Cramble averaging just under 20 points a game, as there he gets fouled. Chance for two at the line and to put his first points on the board. And the first free throw is good. So Cramble gets his first points on the board. And the second one is good as well. So a couple free throws there. Working the ball around. Wiskus thought about a mid-range, kicks it back out. A drive inside, rejected by Cramble at the rim. Big rejection there. Roseville gets it back though. And the kick inside, tries to put it up. Another block there from Cramble. Excellent defense from Irondale. Can they find their offense though, as Roseville defense has been good so far. There's a block there on the other end. Irondale wanted a foul, not going to get it. Wiskus will take it the other way. Driving inside, fake. Cannot finish at the rim, but gets his own board. Kicks it back out. There's a three-point shot way off. And it'll go. And it'll stay Roseville's ball. So Roseville to inbound, 11-4. Good ball movement from Roseville for a three. That's no good. And Irondale with a chance to respond now. Vaughn McDonald running the point for Irondale. They'll take a long three. That one is no good. Roseville with a chance to respond. I'm not sure I like that shot when the offense isn't rolling. There might have been a travel there. Doesn't get called. The shot in the lane is no good. So Irondale back the other way. Cramble, there's a shot, does not get the roll. So a couple unfortunate breaks for Irondale. Good pass inside, and he'll put it up and in. Marcus Cross, another basket for him. Irondale slowing it down a little bit. Pass inside, back out. That's a better look, but it's going to stay Irondale's ball. It might have been tipped. 11 minutes to go here in the first half. There's an open three. Tried to bank it, no good. Roseville will go back the other way. Wiskus into the lane. There's a mid-range. That's good. So Wiskus has looked good so far for Roseville. We're going to need to find an answer for him. Down double digits already is Irondale. Trying to work it into the post. They'll kick it back out and reset. Takes a long three, and finally someone on Irondale hits a three. And a turnover there. It goes to Broussard. Broussard is fouled hard. Shoot two at the line. So Broussard's first trip to the line wound up with 0 points. See if he can change that here. He does, gets the first. Second shot here for Broussard. Does not go. Cramble fought for the rebound, but it goes Roseville's way. Drive there is no good. And timeout taken by Irondale. So, yeah, I mean, probably a good timeout by Irondale. Obviously, everything's still within reach, a ton of time, 9:47 in the first half. But you don't want to let it get out of control. And the offense for Irondale has not looked super smooth so far. Fisher Killens got a three-pointer, which was obviously very helpful. But the rest of the offense has not really looked that great. 3 of their 8 points have come from the line, and just one other field goal made besides that three-pointer by that other field goal was made by Broussard. So it's been a rough early start for Irondale. Roseville has been a different story. They've started out quite well, especially Michael Wiskus, who's already up to 7 points, has just under half of Roseville's points as a team. So the Irondale defense is going to need to figure out a way to crack down on him, prevent him from getting the looks that he wants. As we come out of the timeout here, we'll see what Irondale can do. Broussard up at the top. Into Broussard, and gets the roll there. So Broussard, so far being the most consistent source of offense for Irondale. It's Roseville, good pass inside. It's blocked from behind by Broussard. Excellent block there. That's the kind of defense Irondale is going to need. Can't give up those looks at the rim. Roseville inbounding. Working it around the perimeter. Here's a drive inside. Got him on the fake. And so that'll be Wayne McGriff going to the line. Good fake. Got Broussard in the air. And that is one of the things you're going to have to keep an eye on. As good as Cramble and Broussard are in the post, foul trouble is something they got to watch. So falling for those fakes, you don't like to see. But McGriff will get on the points board with his first free throw shot there. And the second shot is good as well. Let's see what Irondale has in response. A different rotation now for Irondale, bringing some subs in. Still have Cramble and Broussard out there, of course. Drive inside, contact there, but, and yeah, just bad IQ there, running in from out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover. 8:33 to go. The way Irondale's offense has gone so far, you'd think Roseville would have a bigger lead than this, so Irondale take comfort in that, but McGriff will draw another foul and go to the line for two. So we'll see what McGriff can do here. And misses the first. Misses the second as well. So a good break for Irondale there. No points at the line for McGriff on that stretch. Here's Broussard working his way inside. He'll go to the line for the third time tonight. So he's been able to get to the line. Can he convert on his free throws, though? It's 1 of 4 from the line right now. And the first shot is good. And the second shot is good as well. Irondale now within 5. And a great steal there from Broussard. He's doing everything for him on both ends. Tries to put it up, couldn't get it. Got his own board. Driving inside, working it around the perimeter. Puts up a mid-range shot and knocks it down. That's Austin Tilden. Great shot from Tilden there. One possession game now. 7:30 in the first half. Roseville makes some changes. And it will be Roseville inbounding. So Irondale, I was just about to say, has played some good defense, but there has a defensive breakdown. But Irondale's defense has improved as the game has gone on. They've locked up some of the better shooters for Roseville, forced them to take harder looks. Broussard working again, can't get it. There's an offensive board from Cramble. His shot is off. Driving inside, mid-range shot, gets the roll. That is Brendan's first points of the night for Roseville. They go back up 7. Tried to pass it inside, fight for the ball. It's a jump ball. Let's see which way it goes. It'll stay Irondale's ball. So Irondale, the inbound off the jump ball. 16 on the shot clock. Got to get it in. Throws it up there and gets the roll. So Austin Tilden coming off the bench for Irondale, providing them with a spark, a couple good-looking shots. Back under 5, but there's a 3 from Bloomquist. Open look here, and could not hit it. That was Tilden. This foul gets called on Irondale. It's Mikey Miller of Irondale. So Fisher Killens back in for Irondale. He hit that. There are only 3 of the night, actually. Good defense, a fight for the ball. And they get it up. Here's Fisher Killens. And foul is called. You would have liked to seen that just turn into a simple layup, but the defender was tracking him, so he'll get 2 shots at the line. Fisher Killens, as I said, on the scoring board already with a 3-pointer earlier. Knocks down the first. Cannot hit the second. So it'll say a 7-point game. Good defense by Irondale. Better offense by Roseville as Brendan just shoots over him. Pass inside, kick back out to Killens. He's going to try a corner 3. Could not get a bounce, and it's going to stay Irondale's ball. Good effort on the offensive board by Gustafson. So Irondale to inbound on the baseline. Get it back out to the top. Broussard inside, he gets fouled again. So definitely earning his points here at the line. See if he can knock a couple down here. Cannot get the first. cannot get the second either, so bad trip to the line there. Today's a 9-point game, under 5 minutes to go here in the half. Wiskus driving, it's not there. Good defense by Irondale. Roseville gonna reset a bit. They have 11 on the shot clock. Trying to drive inside, kicks it back out. Open look is missed, but an offensive board is there. Kick back out. Wiskus thought about it, moves in. Long two is no good. Inside to Cramble. Cramble working over the top, no good. And Roseville wants a timeout. So chaotic couple sequences there and very different looking offenses. Irondale has earned a lot of their points at the line. 6 of their 17 points have come at the line, and it hasn't looked super pretty. Nobody really seems to be shooting in rhythm. On the other side, Roseville started out really hot and looked really smooth, but the Irondale defense has strengthened up a little bit and quieted Roseville from their hot start a little bit, but Roseville maintains a 9-point lead. Irondale wanting to make sure that doesn't get out of control. As I was saying at the beginning of the broadcast here, both of these teams 6-7 in the conference, and so obviously quite a bit to play for here. As we get back to the action, here's Wiskus. Wiskus trying to drive, likes that mid-range top of the key, can't get it, bounces around but comes down as Irondale's ball. Cramble driving inside, kicks it back out, working it around the perimeter. Cramble on the screen, but a great shot there from McDonald to get his first points on the board for tonight. Good shot there. Wiskus driving again, a floater in the lane, cannot get the roll, and now Irondale 2-on-1. Good bounce pass, will kick it out. Here's a transition three, no good. Great second effort on the rebound, couldn't get it. And Roseville will finally come down with it. Irondale crowd wants a replay. But yeah, no, Irondale didn't like the call. 2 Irondale defenders had kind of trapped the Roseville player and then flew out of bounds, but they're going to call it Roseville's ball. In the lane, great offense there as McDonald, 2 in a row for him. Back to a 5-point game. Wide open look from the line is an air ball. Tough looking shot there from McGriff, who had all day to take that shot. Just missed it. So good break for Irondale there as it comes up on 2 minutes left in the half. Fisher-Killens wide open in the post, didn't take it. You can tell Irondale offense is trying to get Cramble involved as there's a steal and a turnover. It's 1-on-1. It's Wiskus and Killens. Wiskus will draw the foul and get 2 shots at the line. Obviously, Wiskus, good free throw shooter, so you expect that he'll get some points here as we are exactly on 2 minutes to go in the first half. from the Roseville players, maybe some bloody nose or something like that, bloody lip. So take a break here, bring someone else in. But yeah, Wiskus at the line, gonna shoot 2 here. And the first one is good. And the second one is good as well. So under 2 minutes now. See who will go into halftime with the momentum. It's been kept relatively close here. Fisher Killens on the drive going in, cannot finish with the left hand. And now it's 3-on-2 the other way. And a great drive, he just missed it. Irondale coming back down. Cramble on a 3, knocks it down. Here, Irondale, you love to see that go in for Cramble, who the Roseville defense has smothered all night. Great to see that one go before the half. Fight for the ball. Open look in the corner, and he missed it. Broussard comes down with it. A minute left to go here in the half. Irondale down 4. There's Killens, kicks it back to McDonald, down to Broussard. Broussard kicked out. Working it around, it's knocked out of bounds. So 45 seconds to go. 14 on the shot clock. 4-point game. Ten on the shot clock. Fisher Killens wide open look. Breakdown in the defense. And all of a sudden, Irondale within 1 right before the half. Great couple stretches here for Irondale as they tighten things up. 20 seconds to go here in the half. Down to 15. Roseville's got to get something up, and they call a foul. See what exactly the call here is. It's going to be an inbound, so actually somewhat of a smart foul for Irondale to use the foul to give before they could get a decent look at it. So now Roseville would have to inbound with 13 seconds. They get it in. Five seconds, they need to put something up. Decent look, it's missed. Fight for it. Did he get it off? It's no good, they say, as he didn't get it off in time, which means we will go into halftime in a 1-point game. And so we wanted another exciting battle between these two teams, and we're getting it so far, as the halftime score is 28-27. Irondale really came alive there at the end of the first half, but it was Roseville who started out hot. So anybody's ball game here, looking a lot like it's going to shape up to be like the last time we saw these two teams. But that is our score at the half. Roseville 28, Irondale 27, and we will take a quick break here as we go into halftime.
With the regular season winding down, the Irondale Knights boys basketball team is gearing up for the section tournament.
You know, we're just looking for a few more wins, get a little bit better standing for sections.
Hopefully we can beat CDH at home.
Like, we got a really tough section. I kind of want to feel like we're playing our best version of basketball at that time.
Taking the reins as head coach,
We'll do Bankston and Elliott. You guys got to sprint to the corners.
Travis Dedina aims to mold the Knights program into his own vision.
You know, a lot of these guys were hungry for an opportunity. They enjoyed, watching these guys grow and improve over the course of this year.
A key asset to the squad is their height, featuring seniors Mason Bouchard at 6'7" and Cameron Cramble at 6'8".
It's been fun to watch them grow, on both ends of the floor as far as basketball IQ goes.
Both players lead the team in rebounds.
We definitely try and look for mismatches between the two of us because most teams in our conference don't have the size to guard both of us. He usually works more outside, me in the post, but we both try and put in the work where we can.
Cramble recently took over the second spot on the all-time leaders list in rebounds. He passes Jeremy Wilcox at 599. And he trails only Rod Gross, who sits atop at 902. Cramble remains confident in both his abilities and the strength of his teammates.
It's something I expected to happen this year. I felt like with this group of guys that we could really do something special. It feels good to break the records and cement my name in the school.
The upcoming schedule is daunting, but the Knights are ready to rise to the occasion.
I believe we got good talent in our gym, and I believe that they have the ability to kind of make things interesting.
I feel like everyone's got a little bit better attitudes. We've been more confident as a team, looking for more wins, just believing we can actually do it. Getting better each game.
right, and we are back here at Irondale High School, ready to finish off this great game that we have going so far. You can see the score right there, 27-28 at halftime, but we still have a whole nother half to play. And it's anybody's game. I would say, you know, if I had to choose one team having gone into the half with momentum, I'd say it's definitely Irondale, even though they're still a point behind. I think they probably went into the half with greater momentum. Those 2 3-pointers that brought them within one were huge. And so it's basically like we got an entirely new game here. You wipe the slate clean, you come out for this next half and try to win it. Roseville will, of course, start with the ball here. Irondale won the tip. So we are off here in the second half. We'll see what can happen. Who comes out hot? As there's a foul there. Fisher Killens didn't like the call, but Carter Brendan will be going to the line. So Carter Brendan had 4 points in the first half, a couple good-looking shots. Let's see if he can knock a couple down here at the line, and he does get the first. And he cannot get the second, so we have a 2-point game. Irondale now with their first possession of the half. We'll see what they can do. Got all their starters back in, of course. Fisher Killens there. Looks it around. There's Cramble at the top of the key. There's Broussard. Fisher Killens outside. Killens obviously looking for a 3-pointer. That's the shot he likes to take, but he'll settle for a mid-range. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Great hustle there from Gustafson. And now Broussard there. Pass inside to Cramble. Cramble gets it. So solid work from the Irondale offense on their first possession of the half. It's a tie game. Wiskus had a huge first half. He had 9 points. Shot well from the line, had a 3-pointer there in the first half. See if he can continue to play well. As Dion scores. He scored once in the first half, but was early on, but was pretty quiet. See how Irondale responds. There's Broussard. Killens, 3-pointer is no good, but this will, I don't know about that call. I don't know about that one, but it'll be Roseville's ball, and they'll take it the other way with a 2-point lead. So Broussard had a big showing at the line in the first half. We'll see if that stays true this half. Wiskus had an open look, fakes, settles for a floater, and he'll get it. So 2 more for Roseville there. Great inside pass, but Cramble couldn't finish it in the lane. Wiskus, he likes that shot and knocks it down. So good stretch there for Wiskus. Back-to-back shots for him. They go up to 6-point lead. There's Fisher Killens, thought about the 3, kicks it back. 3-pointer is no good. Offensive rebound and 1 on the putback. So that's what you like to see from Broussard. Broussard did have 7 points in the first half. See if he can turn this into a three-point play. Move it to a one-possession game. He does. So three-point game now. Dangerous pass inside, but it gets there. Dion does not get the roll. So now Irondale with a chance to respond. Quick hands by the Roseville defender. And it'll go to Roseville's way. So good defense from Roseville there to force a turnover. So it's interesting, Irondale playing quite well in a competitive conference this season. You know, they're doing it all with a first-year head coach in Travis Dedina. He's done a good job working with this team, developing the different players that they have. As you see, a baseline shot there for Marcus Cross. The defense now picking up pressure, the Roseville defense, I should say. There's Broussard, could not finish. They're going to call a foul, though, so we'll spend some more time at the line. Roseville has had trouble defending Broussard without fouling him, though his foul shooting is, he doesn't shoot the greatest percentage from the foul line, but you send him there enough times, he's going to put points on the board. He doesn't there. But he does knock down the second. There's a Wiskus pass inside. Good flowing offense from Roseville there as Brendan has a chance for an and one. Well, yeah, I guess it is an and one. He has a chance to make it a three-point play. So Carter Brendan playing aggressive here at the start of the second half. Knocks down his free throw, already has 4 points here. Match in the second half, matching what he had in the first half. And now a full court press from Roseville, up in the defensive pressure. Irondale does get around it this time. Drive from Killens, good defense. Looking for a pass inside, it's Broussard, triple teamed. He's got 3 people on him. Cramble picks it up, turns it around. So, good work from Irondale to get around that trap, find a score in the post. Another drive inside from Brendan. He'll go back to the line. Really, all right, an on-the-floor foul, so not a shooting foul, so they'll inbound. But Carter Brennan obviously looking to be aggressive here in the second half. The senior point guard for him. And the call is a travel. Travel on Rose. A confusing situation there. They call a travel on Irondale off the steal by Irondale. But Roseville back at it. There's Brendan in the lane. He can't finish. Dion tried to put it back up. He can't finish. He gets blocked. Finally, Irondale comes down with it, and they have a chance here. Driving inside. Oh, could not get the roll. Three-point shot here, way off there, fighting for the board. And obviously the intensity picking up a bit here in the second half. A lot more contact, a lot faster play. Of course, Roseville now with the full court press. Broussard, pass deflected. It's going to stay Irondale's ball. You know, back in my youth when I played in high school, I always hated the full court press. It's one of the most annoying things. It's obviously effective, but yeah, it's interesting that Roseville waited until now to employ that, but something every team has to contend with. As open look here from outside the arc is knocked down. That's Owen Bolt. His first points of the entire night. And Brendan misses the shot there. And I guess they called that last shot a two-pointer. Thought it was a three. Fight for the board. It's picked up by Irondale. They'll reset. Turnover though, and Wiskus, he's one-on-one. Throw it up there, drawing the foul. McDonald didn't like the call. So Wiskus will go to the line. Again, he's a good free throw shooter. I expect him to convert on at least a couple of these. Knocks down the first. And he misses the second, rolls out. But a fight for the rebound here. It's going to be a jump ball. And it will go to Irondale. So Irondale to inbound here. They're down 4. Cramble, there, drive inside, loses control, another turnover. Another fight for the board. Irondale playing man-to-man defense. Brendan working around, finishes. So Brendan looking to be aggressive here. There's Cramble in the lane, no call. Thought that was a pretty obvious foul. Ref didn't think so. So Roseville now up 43-37. Got about 11 minutes to go here in the second half. Brendan driving again, kicks it back out. Wiskus, there's Wiskus, a step back three is no good. And now Irondale, open look in the corner, knocked down for McDonald. Irondale needed that three. It's now within 3. And a couple of turnovers there. Winds up in Roseville's hands. So here comes Wiskus driving. And offensive foul. Using the right arm to create space from his defender. Good defense there, though, from Irondale. 10 minutes to go now. Irondale down 3. Cramble, a three-pointer, off the mark. Comes Brendan driving again, open look, knocks it down. Carter Brendan has just been beating his man off the dribble every time. Drive inside, kick back out. Here's a three-pointer, off the mark. Here's Brendan, a fight for the ball. Brendan comes away with it. Roseville has numbers. It's Wiskus driving, it's Wiskus getting fouled. So, another chance at the line for Wiskus. Wiskus on the night has 14 points. Which leads all scorers in the game. And knocks down the first. Knocks down the second as well. 9 minutes to go here. Working it around the perimeter. Drive inside, in the lane, poked away. There's Cramble, who gets it up and in. So Cramble with 6 points this half. There's Wiskus, contested shot, and it's a miss. There's Killens, kicks it back up to the top. There's Cramble. Cramble works inside and knocks it down. So going inside to Cramble has been effective and efficient. And now, again, 3-point game. Good pass inside, finds Carter Bloomquist for his first points of the second half, which will make Roseville go up by 5. 8 minutes to go here. Obviously still anybody's game. I've liked the play of both teams so far this half. It's been pretty consistent with what we saw in the first half, with the exception of Irondale now working a little more through Cramble in the post, which they didn't do early on. In the first half, Cramble had 2 free throws and a three-pointer. He had no points in the post. But now here in the second half, he's already up to 8 in the post. So I would say that's where your strength is. That's where you got to continue to run it through. On Roseville's end, I think they have a few more options. Brendan has played well in the second half, so has Wiskus. And they have 3 other scorers already in the second half. So I think as far as weapons go, Roseville has a little more versatility, but can they stop what Irondale has in Cramble? Killens working around, it gets into Cramble. Here comes the double, it's stolen. So that's what you got to watch out for. Cramble's at his best when he's able to get the shots up early, as Carter Bloomquist knocks down another inside shot for Roseville. Driving inside, a good finish there from Austin Tilden. His first points of the second half. And now trading baskets. Roseville goes back up 7. There's Cramble. Kicks it back out. Killens drives. Cannot hit the shot in the lane, and Roseville coming down the other way. It's Wiskus. Wide open look from outside the arc for Bloomquist. And Roseville going on a bit of a run here. 10-point lead now. There's Cramble. And Cramble wanted a foul, but they'll just call it out of bounds on Roseville. So Irondale will inbound. 6 minutes, 18 seconds left. Roseville building themselves a decent cushion 10-point lead. Does Irondale have a comeback in them? Back out to Cramble. Inside. Good pass inside. He could not finish it, though. It's picked back up. There's Cramble. He puts it back up and in. So now Irondale needs some good defense here. Can't continue to allow Roseville to score, as Roseville will work the clock a bit. Remember, in high school, they have a 35-second shot clock. 35 seconds is a lot of time to just run down, as there's a turnover there on the baseline. But what Roseville has to remember is there's still 5.5 minutes left, and the tide can turn. We saw how quickly Irondale gets rid of these deficits. Just a couple made shots. Open in the corner, way off, but it's an offensive rebound for Bouchard, who puts it back up and in. The bigs doing the offensive load for Irondale. There's Wiskus. Tight on him is the defense. Brendan falls down. It's Wiskus driving. Floater in the lane does not get the roll. And now a good stop there. 6-point deficit. Trying to go back to their bigs. They'll settle for a mid-range, and it's a foul. So that'll send Owen Bolt to the line. We didn't see a lot of Bolt early on in the game. In the first half, he had 0 points. In the second half, he nailed the 3. Now he finds himself at the line with a chance to put 2 more on the board. Misses the first. And knocks down the second. Timeout taken here. So 4 minutes, 44 seconds left on the clock. 5-point game, obviously still anybody's ball game, but Roseville feeling obviously a little more comfortable than Irondale is with that 5-point cushion. Look, for the next 4 minutes and 44 seconds, Roseville needs to make sure that Irondale doesn't score. I think really who wins this game will come down to who plays better defense here in these final minutes. And right now, overall in the game, I think Irondale has played the better defense overall. Fortunately for Roseville, their offense has been able to sort of combat that, but once you get down to these final minutes, stops are huge. No possession can be wasted. And so which team is going to take greater advantage of the possessions that they get, that'll determine who wins. But I like the idea of Irondale to go back into the post through Broussard and Cramble, find the efficient buckets down there. You know, you have that dynamic duo down there in the post that can get you offensive boards, put in putbacks, and score you a lot of points at a very good percentage. So I expect Irondale to continue to do that, but we'll see what happens here as Roseville inbounds out of a timeout. It's Brendan taking it up. There's a drive inside, kicks it back out to Wiskus, back to Brendan. Brendan, and extended the arm. Yeah, that was an offensive foul. You could see it clearly, the arm get extended, so that'll be Irondale's ball. Good stop for Irondale there. Dangerous pass inside. They're going to call a foul, though, on the reach. And Cramble will actually go to the line on that foul, so let's see what he can do here. Remember, on off-the-ball fouls, it's a 1-and-1 situation. He's got to make the first, and he does. So he'll get a second. Some clutch free throws here. He could bring it within a one-possession game. And he does knock down the second as well. So Cameron Cramble is having himself a half. 12 points here in the half. There's Wiskus, had a look at it off the fake. He'll get bailed out with the foul call. But Wiskus has played a very good game, had 9 points in the first half, as we've said. Played well here in the second half as well. He's got 7 in the second. Chance here now to get 2 more and match his total from the first half as he gets the first. And he'll get the second as well. There's Cramble inside, couldn't get it. A fight for the board, that's going to be out on Roseville. So it'll stay Irondale's ball. Now under 4 minutes to go. See, 5-point deficit for Irondale. No need to panic. Irondale to inbound. Got to get it in, throws it to Killens. Killens thought about the three, not going to go for it. They get it down, Broussard. Good drive inside, can he finish? He does. That is Vaughn McDonald. Coming through with a nice drive there. 3.5 minutes to go. Here's Brendan, Wiskus. To Brendan, inside it's Bloomquist. Roseville using up some clock. Good defense by Irondale. Good hands to poke that out. Now Roseville has 11 seconds to shoot it once they inbound. If they don't score here, it's a one-possession game. Went for the steal, and Brendan will shoot a 3. That's off. Cramble will come down with the board. And now, 3 minutes to go, one-possession game. Irondale resetting their offense and gets tripped up, but they save it. 16 on the shot clock. Working it around. There's Killens. 10 on the shot clock. He fires. And he's off. So no basket there for Irondale, and Roseville going to use up some clock here. There's Wiskus 3, knocked it down. That one hurts. As Irondale needs a timeout, yeah. So, killer shot there from Wiskus, puts Roseville back up by 6. And that's a huge shot for him as just over 2 minutes to go, 2:14 to be exact. Irondale needs to mount a comeback here. But remember, high school 35-second shot clock. 35 seconds is a lot more than 24, which they have in the NBA. And so that's a lot of time to drain. And so Irondale's got to make sure on their offensive possessions that they are scoring and they're not taking bad contested shots. I didn't like the shot Fisher Killens took, that long 3. He still had 9 seconds on the shot clock. He didn't need to shoot that. So I didn't necessarily like that shot, but we'll see what Irondale comes up with here out of the timeout. There's Broussard to Cramble. Cramble fake, working inside. Kicks it back out. And just a bad pass. It's going to be a turnover. That is the last thing you needed right now if you were Irondale. Broussard obviously upset with himself. You can't make that mistake at this time. So we're now under 2 minutes to go. Minute 45. Pass inside. There's Bloomquist turning around. It's not there. Got his own board. Stolen. Broussard. Say Irondale probably needs a 3 here, if not a quick 2. There's Killens. A 3-pointer is no good. Got the offensive board. Killens thought about it again. Going to drive inside and another turnover. So miscommunication there from Irondale's offense. Killens got a decent look at the 3 but couldn't knock it down. And now they've got to play some good defense. Minute 15 to go. 6-point deficit. And as we said, pretty impressive record in Cam Cramble. He moved to number 2 in career rebounds in Irondale history. The entire history of the school moved into 2nd place. Rod Gross is still at number 1. He had 904. Cramble just passed into 2nd place with 600. So a pretty big gap there. So out of the timeout, Roseville will inbound. They get it in. There's Wiskus. There's Brendan. Irondale not fouling, opting for double teams. And what's the call here? Foul on Dion. So just over a minute to go here. Dion's gonna have to knock down some free throws. This is his first time at the line tonight. He misses, but Roseville gets the board. And they're gonna foul Wiskus. Wiskus, obviously a very good free throw shooter, has had a huge game. .21 on the night for Wiskus. Chance here to add a couple more and probably seal the deal. Knocks down the first. And he knocks down the second as well. So now, pretty big gap here for Irondale. They're gonna have to find points quick. And one opportunity. It's about the best Irondale could have asked for. So it stops the clock. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That was Austin Tilden. He's come up with a few big buckets for them throughout the game. Cannot knock down the free throw. And now they're gonna foul Brendan. .46 seconds left. Down by 6. Brendan, pretty good free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And knocks down the second as well. He's had a big half. They need a three. There's Cramble. No good on the three. And 35 seconds left. Down by 8. I think this one's probably going to go to Roseville. So anything can happen, but 35 seconds. Brendan going back to the line. It's not looking good for Irondale. But Irondale broke the Roseville fans' hearts when they played at Roseville. Now Roseville comes in and breaks the fans' hearts here at Irondale as Brendan scores another free throw. But it was a competitive game. Obviously, very close, played throughout, but it's ultimately Roseville that comes away with the victory. And we'll see what the call is here as there is a collision. Maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. Not incredibly sure, but good sportsmanship. Brendan has played a hard second half. Done a lot of good stuff for Roseville here in the second half, so deserves a break there. And we'll finish out these last 33 seconds. And Irondale knocked down a 3. Oh, they're at the line. Oh. All right. Just shoot a couple free throws. The collision was labeled a foul on Roseville, so they missed the first free throw. And they'll call a foul. Some more free throws on Roseville's end as Tilden could not knock down his free throw. 30 seconds left. So a chance for a couple more to be put on the board for Roseville here. There's one. Knocks them both down. So now 11-point game, 30 seconds. Irondale taking a timeout. I think, yeah, probably, you know, the game's probably over. 11-point lead in 30 seconds. They need a Reggie Miller, and I don't know if Irondale has a Reggie Miller. But it was a hard-fought game throughout, and Irondale obviously showed signs of why they were able to beat this team earlier in the season. Played very good defense as well as finding some efficient scoring from the names we've been talking about all season with Crandall and Bouchard. And so, yeah, Irondale doesn't need to feel bad about this loss at all. It's a packed conference. Like I said, Stillwater, Roseville, Mounds View, Irondale, all with a 6-7 record in the conference. And then you have a Park of Cottage Grove and Woodbury right behind at 5-8 records. So Crandall will get a quick 2 there to put a couple more on the board for Irondale. And Wiskus is fouled immediately. 17 seconds left. Michael Wiskus will add to his point total. He's had a huge game at 23 points. Make that 24. And make that 25. So a huge game for Wiskus, who has been good for Roseville all season. There's a 3-pointer on the way, no good. Fisher Killens, no good. Steals it. 8 seconds, throws up a 3, no good, and Roseville will run away with it here as the time expires. Great game played by Roseville. Ultimately built themselves a big enough lead to where Irondale couldn't come back, but you know, this is a competitive rivalry, if I may say that. I mean, Irondale basketball for a long time has been not the greatest in the world, and now they're coming in with a season where they're competitive with teams that they didn't used to be competitive with, and I think that's a really positive sign. I think that shows I think that shows that a lot of these players have really grown over the course of their years here at Irondale, and that the coach, who's first-year coach, has done a great job in developing them. So you'll see the final score there: Roseville 70, Irondale 59, and we'll see how these two teams progress throughout the rest of the season and who will win it out in the Suburban East Conference, a very tightly packed conference that so far for the playoffs is still totally up in the air. So that'll do it for our team here tonight. I've been your announcer, Alex Susko, for 9 North Sports. It's been a pleasure announcing for you, and we will see you on the next broadcast in 9 North Sports.